Hi, and welcome to the Mindset Mastery. Unleash your value. So I always say, from Jim Rohn that you don't get paid for the hour, because otherwise, if we're being paid for the hour, how come someone gets paid, £1,000 for that same hour that someone is getting £8.50? It's not the hour that you're being paid for. You're being paid for the value that you're bringing within that hour. Someone sort of say that, some people get paid, like 67 million pounds, in a year. And I'm thinking like, what? Why would someone be paid that much? But if that person is a hedge fund manager that sort of brought the investors billions of pounds. So if you manage to raise billions of pounds for the investors, then he can be paid 67 million. It's nothing. Like Jim Rohn always says, it's chicken change. So yeah, unleash your value. This is a mindset program, is to help you create your own breakthrough. So it's a series of trainings that will sort of take you through really discovering the value that you can bring to the market and how to bring that forth. Like I said before, you start with your why. It is this mindset, it is this mastering and bringing that power from within. That is the very thing that makes a difference between two people going for the same training. One person gets the job and is making the money. The other person is still stuck in the old thing that they were doing. What's the difference between those two people? It's not that one is more intelligent than the other, but it's because they've managed to unleash their value. They've managed to unleash that power from within. And this series of trainings are meant just for that, to help you unleash that power, turn your dreams into reality, break through. It's to break through, to give you that breakthrough to your new life, by actually looking at things like, what do I want to have? Why do I want this? So that you can actually start using that as a pulling force towards your destiny, towards your dream. So this series of trainings are from Tony Robbins. We know how much it costs to attend Tony Robbins sessions. How does he actually manage to get someone to walk on hot fire? Nobody will do that in the morning. I can't just walk up and say, "Ooh, there's a fire there, I'm going to walk on ashes." But because you get that determination, you release that force from within, you can do anything. You're unstoppable. And people sort of go into all those trainings, and he uses all these techniques that he gave to us, that he gave to me during my training with him, on how he manages to get people to walk on fire. And, you'll be like, wow. But it's really that difference. That's the very thing that makes the difference between someone who stays comfortable in the same place for the last 10 years to someone who walks on fire and actually get things done. So it's sort of like, how do you awaken yourself from inside to sort of do those things? Because pretty much like a lot of people, we started all at the same place. But how did someone end up there and someone ended up here? So really, this mindset mastery set of trainings are to help you with that, to help you unleash your power, to help you create your own breakthrough. You create your own breakthrough. Nobody hands it to you on a platter. I can sit down with you, do one-to-one until the sun comes out. But unless you actually unleash that power, unleash that force from within, we'll still be talking about the same thing 3 years on, 10 years on, maybe 20 years down the line. We'll all be sitting down like, well, I wish I had done it, but, what makes that difference? That's what I'll be sort of covering in some of this, in some of the trainings. Like I said, some of the trainings, they've got, some of the tools that were given by Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, who is my other mentor, are really powerful stuff. This is things that they've learned from, Tony Robbins over 40 years. He has been training people. He has been helping people get past, like stop blocking themselves, really, pretty much, and actually being able to progress and achieve great things. So, in your case, you're trying to achieve that dream career. How do you get past all this stuff, all this noise, to actually achieve that dream that you want? There are quite a few nice titles within this series. One of which is on the screen, which is Unleash Your Inner Hero. That there's an inner hero within, but we kind of stifle that inner hero with quite a lot of different things. And actually working through this series of teachings, you'll be able to sort of, come to a point where you're saying, well, I'm not going to let this stop me. So you sort of like break through some of those barriers. We have things like discovering your superpower is one of the training sessions in there. You have the clarity tool. Just to be clear on what you're doing sometimes makes a whole lot of difference and helps you to get to where you're going. So you just clear the way. Clarity tool. There's also the 7 levels deep. I found that one really interesting. And funny enough, I've always used that method as a business analyst. I've used it a lot of times. And, since I started using it as a BA, I now use it in my life as well, because you sort of get to the bottom of things. Why am I overweight? I eat too much. Well, really, to be honest, I don't eat as much. So why am I overweight? So you sort of go, why? Because maybe I'm eating, the foodstuffs that I'm not meant to be eating. I'm eating a lot of chocolate. I'm eating a lot of fizzy. Why? You don't sort of stop there and say because of chocolate. You go like, okay, why are you eating chocolate? Until you really get to the bottom of things. And, so the 7 levels deep, wow. It's a powerful tool. We'll be using it as well, even in the masterminds, to sort of like, really dig deep and find the root cause of something. Because unless you actually know what's causing it, well, you might clean off the surface, but it'll come back up again. So really, I can't really speak more highly of something. And I think this is the game changer, like the difference maker in your launching your career, in you moving to the next level of your life. So yeah, I look forward to working with you, to, you going through these trainings. And I look forward to sort of hearing your testimonials as well as to how this has sort of like transformed what you are doing. So yeah, I'm so excited about this, and I look forward to working with you on Unleash Your Inner Hero, unleash your value, and create your own breakthrough.